All right, spell burial. All right, spell proof. The next word is echo. All right, spell iron. Spell oasis. Your word is villain. Spell vain. Your word is circle. Can you spell meditate? Next up, transaction. Next up, integrity. Integrity. The next word is firefighter. Next up, legendary. Can you spell surveillance? Can you spell betray? Your word is password. Can you spell validity? All right, spell remarkable. Can you spell hotel? Spell ash. The next word is monk. The next word is mix. The next word is robust. The next word is workout. All right, spell absorb. Your word is enact. Your word is trauma. The next word is quack. All right, spell pursuit. Next up, agnostic. The next word is probably. All right, spell exert. The next word is scrutiny. Spell liable. Next up, abstract. Next up, pigeon. Your word is doctrine. Can you spell neighboring? Next up, aspiration. All right, spell venerate. All right, spell await. All right, spell intermediate. Can you spell procrastinate? Spell reliability. Next up, Pharaoh. Can you spell pygmy? Can you spell pie? All right, spell convey. Next up, twist. Next up, giant. Next up, pear. Spell ruby. The next word is pray. All right, spell reply. The next word is margin. Spell house. Spell telepathy. Your word is grub. All right, spell film. All right, spell voluntary. Spell chicken. Next up, syntax. Spell vague. The next word is size. Your word is bingo. Can you spell erupt? Next up, power. All right, spell forbid. Spell clever. Next up, duck. Next up, sigh. The next word is dairy. Next up, human. All right, spell plethora. Next up, obesity. The next word is warrior. The next word is dilate. Next up, semicircle. All right, spell tremendous. Next up, curious. Spell offender. Can you spell appetite? The next word is rhythm. Spell soda. Spell hungry. Spell prank. Can you spell water? Can you spell exile? Your word is intent. Spell irony. The next word is gender. Your word is filter. All right, spell suck. Can you spell dolphin? Spell refugee. Spell diesel. Next up, excellent. Excellent. Can you spell alliance? All right, spell formidable. Your word is bizarre. Can you spell guideline? The next word is palatine. Can you spell obituary? Next up, erratic. Next up, immobilize. Can you spell stumble? The next word is noble. Next up, greedy. All right, spell length. Next up, gold. Can you spell cliff? Can you spell cabin? Spell comply. Your word is wrist. Spell wrist. Can you spell automatic? The next word is broccoli. Your word is scrutiny. Scrutiny. Your word is tremendous. Spell strategic. Next up, hotel. Next up, immobilize. All right, spell magnificent. Next up, validity. The next word is stereotype. Next up, systematic. All right, spell surveillance. Your word is charisma. All right, spell circle. Your word is biography. All right, spell narcissistic. Can you spell cacophony? Your word is imprisonment. Spell oblivious. Spell symbiosis. Next up, mathematician. Can you spell coalescence? Your word is counterintuitive. Your word is soda. Can you spell rally? Spell town. Next up, length. Spell workout. The next word is ash. Next up, gold. Next up, irony. Next up, exile. The next word is duck. All right, spell meditate. Next up, diesel. Next up, await. Spell lather. Next up, gender. Next up, furious. All right, spell syntax. Your word is formidable. All right, spell agriculture. The next word is parallel. Can you spell pomegranate?
Ah! My bad.
Where are we gonna mining today?
I'm gonna be myself.
Well,
All right, spell defy. Can you spell noob?
That's me.
Spell mix. Next up, password. The next word is film. The next word is size. Next up, concentration. The next word is absorb. Can you spell state? The next word is comply. Next up, abolish. Next up, overdue. Next up, appetite. Your word is thesis. Next up, dilate. Can you spell pigeon? Spell chronic. The next word is suck. Can you spell random? The next word is absence. Next up, pair. Spell filter. The next word is twist. Your word is stumble. Your word is quack. All right, spell sigh. Next up, grub. The next word is lightning. Next up, familiar. All right, spell tangerine. Can you spell alphabet? Next up, abstract. Can you spell burger. Can you spell excellent? The next word is anatomical. All right, spell cognitive. Can you spell colonel? Your word is remarkable. Spell recession. Your word is assumption. Spell oasis. Your word is calumny. All right, spell ambidextrous.
Yeah. When I
All right, spell monk. Your word is hungry. Your word is greedy.
look my
All right, spell burial. All right, spell power.
power.
Spell transaction. The next word is update.
Easy.
Can you spell bingo?
No, you shut up.
Can you spell dairy? Can you spell convey? All right, spell quill. Next up, plethora. Spell debris. The next word is gallant. The next word is uncomfortable. All right, spell integrity. The next word is voluntary. The next word is flavor. Spell technological. All right, spell fictitious. Can you spell embarrassment?